Wait a minute. That's not what it's like to work here. That recruiting video's just a hunk of shit.
What's up, guys? Sorry it took so long this week. We've had a bunch of technical difficulties. Apparently, what was going on yesterday is Comcast was working on the main lines in the area. They were adding in a new fiber optic connection to a neighborhood really close to us that's just being built. And their little switching station was giving me some grief. So, this week has been intermittent at best as to when I could actually get on and stream, which is horrible. So, yeah, I'm just ready to get some game time in. I mean, it sucks when you can't stream anything to watch. You can't really play your games. You can't get online. You have to do everything offline. It's pretty terrible. So, as you can see, me trying to get back in yesterday, I wasn't able to. I'm still in the Vanguard, sitting out here. Okay, so I'm on my way back over to Hurston right now. I'm going to hit up Everest Harbor and try and get into one of my trading ships, because I have done next to no trading this entire week. So, that is absolutely terrible. So, Ralgoth, good morning. Welcome back, buddy. Glad to see you able to jump on. This morning we should be a lot more stable, so, you know, hopefully it sticks up. Comcast completed their construction and work, so we should actually get a stream in today. I'm just beside myself how irritating it is that how this week has gone down. You know, pick up some good momentum and then all of a sudden everything just kind of goes to crap. So what's going on with you today, bud? I hadn't, like I said, man, my connection has been so janky lately that I hadn't been able to do anything besides getting on, here or there, and I hadn't even been able to see you guys even the last few nights. All right, not a problem. Hey, good morning, Spar. How you doing today? You know what? I just realized I didn't turn on my voice attack. I'm gonna have to tab out and do so. Let's get this jump underway. Spar, I don't do the PTU. I refuse to do the PTU. So, you will see my actual 310 stream start when 310 kicks in over on live stream. So, yeah, for right now, that's just the way it is. I mean, let me get my voice attack going real quick here. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's launched up. Now we should be good to go. All right, I knew I was forgetting something this morning. All right. So yeah, Spark. Basically, I'm not a huge fan of the PTU process. I mean, I know that it's there, and I know that it helps do some testing and things along those lines. But it's really just for me. It kind of takes away from the game. Um, I mean, we already experience enough issues and glitches here in Alpha. Why am I going to go to a test server that is a test of a test? I know the new functionality's there, and I will experience the new functionality when they drop it. Um, just kind of my 2 cents on it, right? I know everybody's got their own viewpoint of what's going to go on, and I know a lot of people are probably looking at the 3910 tags all over the Star Citizen streams right now, and they'll be clicking to go to those, and I'm okay with that. If that's what they want to see, that's what they want to see. It'll come back and it'll come around here shortly. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do what I do and run my trading and get ready to go, and um, it'll be what it is. All right. So, Spar, here's the issue with that. I would love to do so, but let me show you something. I have had internet connection issues all week long, which means my funds are not where they need to be for me to be able to do that. I need to go into 310 with approximately 6 million just to make sure that I'm covered in case they don't do a wipe. Right now I have a Freelancer Mac that I'm sponsoring, a Freelancer Max that was sponsored by a gentleman from last week, and then there's potentially a Gray Cat. But because I haven't been on to be able to get those funds, I'm looking at already having I'm looking at already having to spend probably about 5+ million, which is going to drop me down to what it, um, you know, to that earmark that I need to be at. So, unfortunately, had I, well, let's just say, unfortunately, this week has not played out with my connection, so I haven't had an opportunity to be able to farm up the in-game funds. So it is what it is. Maybe next week after go live, depending on how things happen, maybe we'll do a cat next week. But we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm giving away 2 maxes. The thing is I can only give away what I've worked up and what was sponsored. But Spar, basically what happens is I transfer you the cash. If you want to hold on to the cash and farm up the other 2 million, knock yourself out. I am okay with that. That does not bother me whatsoever. Request landing pad. One. Hey dude, you never know. We'll see how it works out for you. Like I said, man, I am perfectly okay with just giving you the cash, and if you want the cash, what you do with it after that point, that's up to you. I'm sponsoring, I'm doing it as a ship, and that's, and then we've had, some people sponsor ships, so that's why I advertise it the way that I advertise it. Landing gear down. Enter third-person view. Boy, that sun's a beast, isn't it? This is like flying blind. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Is the chicken stream coming? I forgot. Dude, there is one catalyst that will cause me to do the chicken stream. And that catalyst is that capital ship stream fund. When that sucker hits the 2 grand, that's when I will be doing my entire chicken stream routine. Okay? That is when I'll do it. Not before. Let's see. Raugoth. So, Lorville and Area 18 are death traps. How are they death traps, man? Talk to me, buddy. I am curious. Like I said, I'm not going to play into the PTU, but I am curious. Because I don't want to instantly run a full load of Laranite or a high-priced commodity and then all of a sudden be kind of screwed when I get there. Alright, Praetorian, welcome back to stream, buddy, and good luck today. The spline is hard to see. Okay. Autopilot will kick in and blow you up again. Oh, man! So autopilot's going to be a big problem. They changed the landing zone and the indicators on the planetary zones. Muddy Bone, welcome back, dude. I haven't seen you in a while. I know my streaming's been inconsistent this week with my network connection issues, but I'm glad to see you back. All right, so let's just go through and see what all I need to do here, because I need to make sure. All right, so my caterpillars, I got one at Port Olisar. I'm going to go ahead and claim that one. What happened to the video? What do you mean, what happened to the video, Muddy Bone? It is indicated when you ask for landing permission, but it's a tight window. Died 16 times trying to leave Area 18 alone. So it's going to be a lot of slow flight then, is what it sounds like. Trying to get in and out of locations. And you better be really good with your controls. No more just like grabbing it and heading out vertically. Okay. I can deal with that. As long as I know what the expectations are, I can deal with it. Alright, so what I don't want to do is I don't want to get out of order. Like I said, this morning, I know that it sounds like they fixed the Laranite issue in the 310 release as well. So it looks like I will be just attempting to farm up a little bit of cash again today, just to see how things can go. FPS drops. Okay. So again, typical stuff that you're going to see in a test or in an alpha, and it's just going to be, kind of a pain. Or to get a crime stat and die so you get out. Dude, that's messed up. If you have to get a crime stat to get out, that is messed up. Okay, but they haven't said anything. It could just be low people count in PTU. Spar, that is probably a more accurate statement, is the fact that they do have the low people count sitting there in PTU. I mean, obviously they do have a high count, but it's not anything like what they would have on their live servers at this point. So on the PTU guys, did they just carry your accounts over as they were, or did they clean them up, give you just starting ships and whatnot? New armors are nice. New undersuits. Okay, we'll have to check those out. Again, just kind of getting set up for the morning here, guys. Gonna be plain, gonna be simple, not doing anything fancy. As long as I can get in and out, it'll just be running Laranite this morning. I'm gonna try and get about, 2 million credits today on stream, just so that I'm good to go. Only had the Cuddy and the Emerald and about 200k. He transferred with all his funds. Well, good, because that's one of those situations where it's, about time Jelly didn't have a get screwed over kind of scenario. A lot of new stuff in 310, to be honest. Atmospheric flight is affected by weather. Yep, I heard that one. Rock in your ships. Starting cash is really random. And screw landing in Lorville. Oh my god, that's the second one. Anderson, what's going on, buddy? How you doing today? Alright, 53k one time, and then 250k another time. Hey. Well, alright. Blue got a big buff with armor amount. Higher than Vanguard series ships even. Wow. Buggy with the hangar doors closing early. A lot of ships got a lot more weight factors, so they handle worse in general. Okay. I mean, all that stuff is stuff that I've been hearing, and I'm good with that. It'll be something that I experience here as soon as they bring 310 out. I mean, you guys will see it live on stream. You know, I'm not running the PTUs, never do. So let's see where we are at. All right, so good. They finally kicked that bad boy back over. So they dropped it down to a new number. Let's go ahead and pull the first one here and get rolling. Now, damn it. No, Chad, that's not how it works. Chad, I will crash like the rest of everybody else as soon as it goes live in production here. That is what I'm looking forward to the most. I want to see the rework that they did in Grim Hex there, APEP. So I'll get there, and I know it will. I know it will. But you know, it's kind of one of those where it's a I don't want to spoil it until it comes out. I want to be able to, almost like when you first get the game, I want to be able to do the exploration, and I want it to be like, yeah, this is fantastic. Alright, get all the money you need. Xano, what are you talking about? Get all the money you need. Oh, that's going to be interesting for all trader pilots then. If they can't turn tail and book as fast as they could before, then that means they're going to be really susceptible to being on the ground. Oh, yeah, Anderson, that's what I'm doing. That's why today, that's all I'm doing right now, is I'm just going to be running Laranite runs. It may seem like it's going to be a little bit boring, but, you know, we got the giveaway today. I didn't get a chance with the connectivity issues this week to get on. So ultimately, that's where I'm at. I just am getting on in order to be able to fly, make some Laranite runs, and, you know, do that. Yeah, see, I bought a couple of ships also, and then I'm just leaving myself 6 million in currency so that I have enough that I can do large-scale trades if need be and still have money to spare. Of course, that is if they don't do any financial wipes. Landing gear down. So we'll see how it works out. I'm still genuinely curious to see what's going to end up happening. Spool quantum drive. I didn't ask for a landing spot, so okay. You can tell I've been flying a fighter the last few times that I've been on. Launch quantum drive. Try to torp my cat. I'll still get away. You can't get video on Twitch. I'm watching it right now. Muddy, I've got the Twitch stream up live right now that I'm watching. Let me make sure I turn myself on, you know, to where it's on online. But I have an open window sitting on a secondary computer that is showing right now. So yeah, I don't know what might be happening, but I don't think it's on the stream side at this point, Muddy Bone. Might be sitting more on your side. How much money you receive, and there's no log of it either. Couldn't tell you, but you may have to restart your computer and log back in. Because I'm seeing your conversations come through tagged as if you're on Twitch. I'm not seeing them come through tagged as if you're on YouTube. Spool quantum drive. Let's see how much trouble we can get into. At least the comms are up today. Launch quantum drive. So I know I'm not going to be in any kind of rush to be able to get back and forth and do all kinds of stuff. So I really did miss it. I wanted to be able to sit down and talk with you guys and chat a little bit. So Muddy Bone, good luck. Hopefully that fixes it for you and you get right back in. So I will tell you guys, I am going to do a little bit of a announcement. I'm probably going to push the streams back to start at noon my time. Again, I'll still run for about a 3-hour block. So that's noon Central Standard Time. I'm finding that, especially with, since you guys all know, I've made no bones about it. I'm not working at the time, so I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm doing some day trading and things like that. So I need to get a little bit more time in the market before jumping over into stream. So I will be changing the stream time back to around noon and launching at that point for a little bit more consistency's sake. And each week I will be basing it almost completely around my wife's schedule. So on days that she is home, I will probably not be streaming on those days. So if you're on Twitch and you're looking down below, there will be a calendar that sits down there, and for the most part, that calendar will be up to date. My wife gets a schedule about a month in advance, so that one I'll be putting in the entire month's worth of streams, up front. So everybody will know when, where, what's going on, and then if there's days or shifts that my wife picks up, I'll add to the calendar at that point, just so that as soon as I know that she picks something up or has to go in and cover something. And then other than that, you guys can just kind of, if you're subscribed, you'll get the alerts and notifications that when I'm live. Landing gear down. Enter third person view. You can tell I haven't been on the cat in a couple days. It's been most of the week that I haven't been flying a Caterpillar, and I'm feeling it. Now, hopefully, kicking the stream back a little bit also works with a lot of our European block listeners and viewers. So we'll see. But again, hopefully that plays out pretty well for everybody. Lines up with a lot of people's lunch breaks and things like that. So we'll see how it all works. If it doesn't work, then I'll figure out another time, try and get it all to match up a little bit better. But in this crazy world and crazy environment, figure if I can't find a job, then I'm going to go ahead and make a job. And I love trading, I love the stock market, and always been infatuated with it, so I'm going to go with it. All right. Well, uh, at least you're able to watch, man. I don't know what's going on, Muddy Bone, with your connection there. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Is Bob's close to the counter? Shouldn't have had any issues, and there is no way that this is the first time anybody's ever visited Besdick today. I find that almost a statistical impossibility. So let's go see if we can reset this, if it'll work. You moved and got a different internet provider. Hmm. What browser are you trying to watch through, Muddy? Chrome. Hmm. Did you try clearing out your cookies and browsing history, things like that, and then restarting the browser? See if that clears up your error for you. Alright, so Bob's there. Let's say hi to Bob. Man, I hate the way this zooms in when you start trying to do some of this. Alright, tried to talk to Bob. He's being a pain. But let's just see. Come on. Stuff there? Still no items. Okay. Wow, this could be a crappy situation if we can't get this to work out. We're going to fly out, fly back in, see if we can reset coming in and out of the zone. And then if that doesn't work, we'll make a trip over to Lathan and see how that works out. I know with the PTU going on right now, there's not a whole lot of resources that they're probably dedicating over to the live servers. So Chad, were you able to find any more of your PC components in stock anywhere, or are you still kind of struggling with them being out of stock? So a fully manned tally is a dominant god now with slower atmosphere flight and better turrets. I've pretty much figured that. What about the Valkyrie? What about a fully manned Valk? How well is that doing? Now watch. He's going to bust in, and he's going to take the commodity. Because he's already sitting there now, which sucks, because my stuff wouldn't set right. Motherboards to another Asus Republic of Gamers, and I should be good. Great. Let's see. Valkyrie more than satisfies. That's good to know, man, because as a drop ship and as being able to drop off your buggies and everything else, having the multi-gun sitting out there, it seemed like it would be a really solid ship after they did the turret upgrades as well. Not like it wasn't a solid ship in the first place. That's good to know, dude. That's really good to know. Alright, so I'm not going to sit here and screw around with this location. Obviously, it was bugged out for me. I'm not going to wait for him to come in and out. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can bust over to Lathan, right? Maybe that'll sync for me. I'm glad I'm not in a rush or anything. I mean, because if I can get through these 4 trades, 1.3, maybe, you know, five caterpillars full, you know, get up to about the 1.6, 1.7 area, and whatever, it'll be good for the day. Spool quantum drive.
You have gained recognition.
Hey, thank you for subbing again there, buddy. Thank you for picking that back up and continuing your sub. Appreciate it there, Raugoff. Launch quantum drive. So, congratulations on your 2-month streak, man. I know you've been here for a little while, and I am very grateful to have you here. And we, you know, the whole team and whole group enjoys playing a lot with you on, you know, in the evenings. Landing gear down. Well, you know, I mean, I'm glad that I can be informative, and I'm glad that this is fun, and, you know, I'm glad that you're here and you're hanging out. I mean, just truly, I mean, I don't, I mean this, and I'm not saying this just to say this. I am really grateful for the fact that folks are on, they're watching, they're enjoying. I love the interaction with folks. You know, I mean, obviously with COVID and social distancing and other things, this is social time for me. So let's get sappy. I am very happy to have everyone here. And truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to each and every single one of you. Except for that guy who flies the Vanguard and keeps kicking me off of his ship. I'm pretty sure we're giving Chad some problems right now, and that's okay. Chad's good at it. He takes it. He enjoys it. He likes a hard time. Well, Anderson, if there's some components or some things that we might be able to get for you less expensive here in the States, which I don't know if that's the case or not, but if there's some components and things that we can get for you here in the States, and then it's still less expensive in total to be able to ship it out to you, then, you know, let us know. We can take a look for you, you know, or more to speak, I'll take a look for you. I don't have any problems with that whatsoever. As I know, a lot of components right now are in high demand, so they're really hard to get some. All right. So you get taxed on package deliveries. I mean, if somebody sends you mail, you're going to get taxed on it. That's basically what I'm asking you. I know it's an island off of Portugal, but because as far as they would be concerned, well, okay. Let's not go there, Anderson. What I'm asking you is, if I were to send you mail and you open up a package and it happens to have a motherboard in it, would you get taxed on that because you received mail? Because it wouldn't be drop shipping from another location. It would be coming directly from me. Wow. You won't even get it until you pay for it. That is messed up. Customs will hold it until you declare what it is. Oh, man. That's just royally kind of goofy. No commodities. Huh. Alright. I'm going to try something else. One last time. The Amazing Spud. There is a name that I haven't seen in weeks. How are you doing, bud? I hadn't seen you on since, I want to say early June. What do you mean? Keep going in and out, or just stand here? Oh, okay, dude. No worries. Spud, I just, like I said, man, I hadn't seen you in close to a month. Oh, keep going in and out of the armistice zone. All right. I just need to be able to get this sucker to trigger so I can start doing some trades. Can't believe, though, it's going to take me, could take several times for this to be able to run. Ah, goodness, goodness, goodness. See, this is where the modularity would come in great, by being able to take and have your command module be able to pull off and fly in and out by itself while leaving the rest of your ship available here. You haven't been able to reproduce what? The commodity situation? Oh, the reset. So resetting terminals is, it doesn't seem like it's going to work either. Okay. Well, I've to be, fully, transparent here, I didn't believe that it would work in the first place. Once 3.10 came out and they fixed the trade terminals. All right. Now, I know I am definitely out of the zone. That's why I said I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to struggle with what they can and can't do trade-wise come 3.10 when it fully drops. You even flew 6 kilometers away. All right. Do this. Ralgoth, do me a favor, set your starting distance at 10K. Okay? Because there's a lot of locations that you couldn't trade within a 10K range, or you can sell commodity within 10K range. So try it that way. Try setting your distance to 10K and see how it works. Because it is also possible that they took the terminals and just set in an arbitrary factor that says you can buy and sell within this kind of distance. I mean, all that's going to be testing that I immediately do once it goes live. I'll probably, legitimately after it goes live, I'll probably spend all night on the game just running a few tests back and forth at a couple of different locations doing things. So who knows how it'll work out. Alright, so again, we're going to come back over here. Well, you can try not to be rude this time. I'm just going to say goodbye. Ass. Thanks, Bob. There! Alright, we got him. Only took an extra trip. Yeah, like I said, the reset works because the demand is broken. Yeah, so that might be the thing. Like I said, it may be back to operating as normal, and if that's the case, that's the case. No big deal. That means that drug running is not going to be a viable option. You know, you have to adhere very, very closely to what the terminals are capable of handling as a max. You know, or be willing to, again, park a ship. We'll just have to see how it plays out, but it is what it is. I mean, we'll find whatever workarounds are there. This group, I have all the confidence in the world that this group is going to find whatever workarounds are there for trading when 310 hits. If not, again, then we will be able to find and tell you what are the best routes to get onto. And kind of go from there. Let's see, it should be working all this time. Let's see, my PvE missions reward crime stats should be working all this, the 20k future ghost ones. Alright. I mean, there's gonna be a bunch of different ways that you can make money, make starting funds, whatever it takes, but Xano, I'm interested to see how well or how easy it is for you to do some of the double tap missions and things like that where you're doing them by yourself. I know you've been able to pull those off in the past. I'm kind of curious to see if you'll be able to do it again. Alright. Oh, I got my map all kinds of funky. Let's reorient this the way that I want to see it. There we go. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. As you get 2 minutes, 30 seconds to destroy. Okay, so you're only doing that on the upper level missions where you're getting those harder targets to hit, but you're just kind of getting in, knocking it out, moving over. Alright, so you've got plenty of time to make it happen. Just spend about a minute on each one. Spool quantum drive. I don't know what beacon that one is. Let's see, where is Lorville? Right there on the horizon. So I guess I better be pretty happy that, or enjoy these last few landings here before things start to get nuts, right? Launch quantum drive. Well, Xano, that's really good to know. As long as dependent on the individual skills. Like, for example, you know me, I fly most of the times trade ships. I do a little bit of stuff here and there in fighters, but I'm very missile dependent. So, as long as it works for you and you're a good quality dogfighter there, our giveaway will be kicking off here in probably about just over 2 hours. Or just around 2 hours at this point. Request landing pad. 1. I could see how that would work, Xano. I mean, I could always take the tally out and do that, but the problem is I have no guns. I think an Eclipse would probably be in a better situation there, but I don't know. Because the Eclipse is just a freaking paper cannon. Landing gear down. God, you can tell I haven't been in a cat this week. I'm not even trying to not be gentle here. I'm just struggling. Let's see if I tap the butt end on the back here, which I did not. And that's one. Let's see, so kills did tearing things up left and right. Sledges are the bomb. Okay. Mass drivers have size 3 and size 4 now. Okay, very nice. I know that they were working on trying to fix the mass drivers. How is the fixed weapon systems working? Are they playing out as intended? Where's my gate? It's this way. They're a lot more forgiving. Okay, that's good. And like I said, I'll be messing around with all of that as soon as I get the opportunity to. Once it comes in live servers. They auto-converge now. That, my friend, is what was missing. Is the fact that they auto-converge, or they weren't auto-converging. That is a wonderful thing to hear at this point. So I'm really glad. At 325 with fixed mass drivers. Oh man. Well, the possibilities are unlimited, and I think we're going to start seeing a whole lot more pirates and a whole lot of other stuff go on. So that's really a good thing. We'll get there. We'll get there. Again, I'm just trying to make sure that I have that necessary 6 million for when 310 comes in. Um, and guys, I know that the ships are what's advertised here, and they're all in-game purchased ships. So if you happen to be the one or the person who wins it, when we meet up and I give you the aUEC in-game to purchase the ship, if you decide that you want to do something different with it, you want to hold on to it until after 310 drops, you want to do whatever you want to do with it, that's entirely on you. I'm just giving them away as this is the currency to purchase that ship. So Ralgoth, why do you think pirating is going to slowly drift off? Because you've got a lot of solo traders in this game, okay? And if a lot of weapons are very capable of doing significant damage and atmospheric flight is terrible, it's just going to happen. Pirates are going to pick up. I don't know about all that. If you're over the fighting speed, you win. Okay. Okay, well, I'll trust you on it until, until I can get there. And I mean, somebody's going to come up with a way to make it happen. And obviously, maybe that's where the QT drives and the EMPs and everything else come back into play, is that you can pretty much keep a ship on the ground, popping EMPs, doing whatever you need to, for any length of time, right? If done properly. So, it's just like anything else. There's got to be a different strat to be able to make it happen. Again, Ralgoth, I understand that, but there is going to come different strats that work around it. People are going to come up with ways to still make it happen. I could understand that because you can't outrun the torp. You have to be over 900 in order to be able to outrun a torp, and you can't do that in atmosphere. So, now, Chad was talking about the other day, just running numbers. It is possible to get your shields and armor up high enough that you could possibly take a torp hit without having your ship destroyed. So there's going to be some things that need to be tested along those lines. Just numerically speaking, it was possible. Now, can you take multiple torps? No, but can you take a single torp just long enough to get away and get into atmosphere or get into space? Quite possibly, and then make a jump. So especially on lower atmosphere planets or You know, where you'd only need to get to 3,000 or 4,000 meters before you actually can make a jump out of the zone. Let's head back to Lathan, which I don't need to set Lathan. We'll just check it when we're there. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. So in other words, APEP, it sounds like the Caterpillar in atmosphere is going to fly very similar to the way the Reclaimer flies now in atmosphere. Slow and clunky. And if that's the case, at least I've got a little practice with that, with the Reclaimer in atmosphere. Spool quantum drive. War Medic, hey buddy. Glad you were able to log in. We'll have to run arrows to run escort due to the sheer speed of the arrow. Probably spot and kill an eclipse, at least fight off a retaliator before they can do damage. Spool. Oh, it's already spooled up. Launch quantum drive. Cat in atmosphere was pretty decent, not the biggest change of the ships. Okay. Well, we'll have to see how it is. I mean, again, I don't know, and I will see it when I see it. You know, I'm going to heed everybody's warnings and advice about, like, Lorville, things like that. And I'm going to be very, very cautious on approaches when I ask for ground clearance, you know, things like that. So I can follow those approach vectors and make sure that we're mitigating as much as we possibly can mitigate. Takes longer to do stuff than you're used to with it. Feels more real now. Okay, so that's almost like when I'm flying in decoupled mode, right? It takes me a little bit longer to get stuff done, but it does feel significantly more natural. So that's kind of that's good to know. Re-entry flames. Spud, that's good. You haven't had any issues with the tunnels. Maybe people are requesting them too low. Maybe they're coming in too fast. I don't know. War Medic, you're happy with the change. They didn't completely screw the cat, just added a little more challenge. All right, I'm good with that. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's make sure you're headed out of here. It's a Drake. Are you really gonna hit me, dude? That was some real bad basic crap right there. Oh man, whatever. Let's see, taking big ships down to the ground is a more meaningful decision, going to make shuttles worth it for the Carrack and the 890. just gonna sit here and hover over me and just annoy the piss out of me, isn't he? Is this dude just gonna sit here and mess with me the entire time? Let's see what happens. I mean, obviously, I'm in an armistice zone, so I'm not too worried about that. He's not going to physically hurt me, but if he's just here to cause grief and be a pain in the butt, then so be it. If not, I'm going to take the crime stat, shoot his ass, fly to Grim Hex, land the sucker. Or not Grim Hex, but, Levski. We'll see what happens. Just make sure that goes up so that he can't get in there. If he's not standing at the terminal, I'll go ahead and take the risk, right? No big deal. Normally I find this to be just a little bit sketchy. Having someone just mess around with you like this. But, whatever. I ain't gonna freak out today. See, now he's moved his ship there. Now let's see if he's just gonna mess with me by trying to get on the cat. Where'd he go? See? Here he comes. He's over there by his ship. I didn't say comms. Thank you for making me miss out on that. Alright, so he's obviously not run up here yet, so let's go ahead and deploy this. Oh, he's in a ship and moving. Now let's see if he's going to pad ram. That'll be even better. Here it comes. There was the pad ram. And I can't repair. This is what you talk about with a griefer. Boom! He blew up. My cargo's okay. I'm hurting. But my cargoes are okay. So, you guys got a chance to see it. There was somebody doing absolutely nothing but griefing. But, hey, whatever makes him happy. Which means he's probably going to start bringing something bigger out here to try and locate me than the Herald. So let's see, where else can we bolt to temporarily in order to be able to grab this kind of load of Laranite? If I'm not mistaken, there's a location down in Area 8, not Area 18, but you know, ArcCorp. We're gonna head back down there and grab some stuff. We're gonna give him an opportunity to kind of cool his jets here, because he's gonna expect us to come back. Spool quantum drive. Hey guys, if y'all want to jump in here and possibly hunt this boy down, I mean, It's obviously on stream. I did a scan of him, so we know his name. I can always go back and grab the footage. Launch Quantum Drive. Yeah, so hold on a second. Let's see. So I don't know why that is not working right, but alright, so something is up with my YouTube feed. Yeah, it's not restreaming to YouTube. Alright, is what it is. Not fixing it right now. Spool Quantum Drive. Launch Quantum Drive. Like I said, I know I have it here on Twitch, and that's not a big deal. If I see Rex something pop up again, then it'll be what it is. I just know that I'll ram him or do something else, mess up his ship so that he can mess up mine. But good to know the Caterpillar took 2 Drake Herald impacts coming in at high speed. Now, had that have been a larger ship or anything else like that, I mean, the thing is he probably could have just waited until I left atmosphere, shot me a few times, and then flown into me as hard as he possibly could. I know he was trying to avoid crime stats and all, but yeah. You know what? Here's another technique that we can do while we're flying in slowly here. Why don't we take a look and see? Let's see. Am I seeing anybody's name that is Rixado? R-I-X-A-D-O. Yep. Rixado. So, should I taunt him and mess with him at this point? I think maybe I should. Request landing pad. Yeah, but it also lets other people know to hunt him, too. Landing gear down. So, but here's the interesting thing, Ralgoth. Even by taunting him, though, I'm not going back over to Ariel. So he's going to go there, and he's going to be looking, and he's going to be just all pissed off, wasting all of his time, looking for other ships. Or maybe not looking for other ships. Maybe he'll be looking for me because I taunted him, and he just won't find me. So other ships might have an opportunity to do some stuff. And you know, I mean, there's been times with other ships where we've all done stupid stuff, and maybe he was flying in to check out what, you know, the caterpillar, and when I turned my nose and, you know, we collided midair. I'm wondering if maybe he viewed that as I was being an ass, and he decided he was going to just try and retaliate. But it is what it is. I don't care. My stuff is safe, and his ship blew up. That's what ended up at the end of the day. So I do need to figure out where we are headed immediately after this. Like I said, I know there's, I think it's Sal 2. Look at him trying to play that off. Pad ramming question mark. Uh-huh. Alright, so let's pull number 3 here. That was the only one that had had anything close to Rex in the name, so, you know, I'll just give it to him on that. Where's my ship? Don't tell me that. So it stored number 2, didn't pull out number 3. Hangar 5. Okay, so I'm good with that. So let's do this. Let me get a browser window open. Set this up. Come on down and grab our Gallig. Right? And I'm going to go back in, take a look at our commodities. And I am looking for Laranite. Right? Alternate locations of Laranite. So Walla. So either of those locations are going to give me, you know, exactly what I need. So let's go to ArcCorp Mining 045 on Walla. A little bit of a longer flight, but I'm okay with that. And I'm going to correct my chat log here because it's sitting on top. So right now, guys, we only have 5 entries and about an hour to go. So there is a really good chance that if you are on that list, as of right now, you're going to be one of the ones that walks away with something. I guess this is a byproduct of having technical issues this week and not having as many people on stream. Hangar 5. Deuces, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you here. Good luck today. Now, the other thing is, guys, if my real life day trading is doing well, then that means that I'll be funding the channel with actual account giveaways at a certain point here soon. I just got to see those balances get to a certain point, and then we'll be good to go with that. I'll be happy with that. I probably should have used one of my voice commands on that one, but I didn't. Whatever. Alright, so again, we're going to give that area an opportunity to kind of relax a little bit so that old boy feels like he's probably just wasting his time. Alright, so Deuces, here's the thing. You're at a good point where we're just between patches, and you're about to see a lot of things start changing from what you're seeing on the current streams right now. I'm going to give you a very big word of warning. Trading in the verse right now is very, very simple as long as you have some finances. Because of what's going on with the trade terminals being messed up as far as supply and demand is concerned, when 310 drops here within the next week or two, and it's in PTU, which means we've got a week or two, no more than 2 weeks left before it's live, it's going to go back to old school trading. And I would encourage you to stick around the channel because we do a lot of old school trading still, even to this day, where the terminals are messed up. Okay, so you're going to learn a lot by how to trade and trade successfully on this channel. That's what this channel is predominantly built around. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and, because that area is heated up, we're going to hit up Walla, and it was 056. And we're going to go ahead and make this jump. And I did see Shylock chime in, so I do want to tell you a good morning, and glad to see you here. And Profane just jumped in for the day, too, so welcome back to stream, guys. Spool Quantum Drive. Alright. You know, the one person that I haven't seen chime in today, and I'm kind of curious about what's up today? Maybe he's just really, really busy, is Jelly. I haven't seen Jelly on. Launch Quantum Drive. Destroyer, I haven't seen you in about a week or so. Welcome back to the channel, buddy. Hopefully you get a little bit of luck on the draw in there. Spool Quantum Drive. Of course, we're going to be obstructed. Why would we ever want to not be obstructed? So, we're just going to put our cruise control on. I'm going to interact with chat for a minute, and I'm just going to let this kind of cruise out until we can gain plenty of space here. Jelly may be out for a bit. He put a cryptic message on Discord. Okay. Yeah, I've been busy with work. How's trading going? Destroyer, honestly, this week I've been having a bunch of technical issues, so it's still a challenge. It's a problem right now. So I have not done much trading this week whatsoever. Prior to that, though, man, it's been freaking gangbuster. Been making money hand over fist. You know, a lot of the people on the channel have been making a ton of money just like it's nobody's business yet. Yeah, so Ralgoth, I'll reach out to him. I'm gonna find out what's going on. I'm really kind of curious as to why he's sitting out 310. I mean, obviously he may be a little frustrated with all the character resets and other things that have gone on, but that's a huge loss if he's out for 310. Maybe it's because of his low flying. What he really loves to do is low fly, and maybe he's hadn't found a way to do it yet. So Diz, that's usually the way it goes. When they've got the PTU running, most of the focus is on quick fixes and patches and doing stuff in the PTU. It's not necessarily about the PU. So, fine. That's not going to work. Let's go ahead and cancel. Because apparently we should have had a good clear route, and that's just not working. Now you're not even going to let me focus on an obvious planet that's sitting in front of me. Yeah, I got to call BS. Let's find something we can latch onto. Get a good couple 100,000 and move forward. But yeah, basically what happens is like their primary development focus is sitting over on the PTU. So the servers over here don't get any type of real maintenance. They don't get any type of real attention. But just, it is what it is. I mean, we've seen that every single time here, or at least every patch drop that I've been a part of. I've seen it that way. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Camera and random. So, for anybody that may have just jumped in the last few minutes, I did have a pad rammer or a griefer that was sitting out on aerial. So, you know, I decided that although I was making really good money running Laranite out there, that I'm going to give that a little bit of time to kind of cool off and let him focus on some other people. So in the meantime, I'm bouncing down and I'm running to Walla. And there's a couple locations that are down there that we can mess around with and get exactly what we need out of those. It just takes a little bit longer. But since I'm in no rush today to do speed trading, I am not worried about it whatsoever. I got 2 more caterpillars to fill up, and I've got about, I want to say, an hour and 20 minutes worth of normal stream time left, so I got plenty of time to get everything done that I want to get done for the day. So other than that, I'm just going to hang out and chill and chat with you guys. So feel free to ask me questions, especially some of the newer folks to the game, like Deuces. If you have specific questions that we can get answered, either myself or somebody that's here on the stream will be able to answer it for you, and we'll be able to get you squared away. So other than that, man, how's everybody's days going? You know what? You know, if you guys will tell me, what are you looking forward to most in 310 when it drops? Titan sounds like a car with a loose muffler. Stop all commands. There's the planet. Alright, so enter third person view. Profane? That's interesting because, in all honesty, man, I've not. A lot of people have, but I haven't been experiencing the server instability that most people have been getting. I don't know what it is. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Oh, and Ralgoth, you know what? I do recall there being a statement made that Jelly had said that whenever new patches drop, major patches, he tends to wait for the .1 to come out before he really jumps on and does a lot of gameplay. So maybe that's why he was making the statement he was going to sit out 310. I think we'll see him. I'm just not sure when we'll see him and in how much quantity we probably will. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. So they get the new texturing done and done well. I take it, Ralgoff? Not as beautiful as the Night Core armor set. Seeing, to be honest, I think that's really what my focus is as far as what I'm really looking forward to the most is some of the new textures, the new shading, you know, some of the looks that are sitting on those planets. I think that's going to be something that really kind of pulls me. Alright, Profane, what servers are you playing on? We're going to have to do a flyby because I didn't realize my speed was as bad as it was. So make sure to keep ourselves up so that we don't hit the mountaintops. Give ourselves a little bit of boost as long as we can. Yeah, see, I avoid the ones that say best. Now, I can't speak for PTU, right? But I can say for you know, for PU, I almost always have been, or from, you know, for the last month or two, I've been almost exclusively running EU servers. Every once in a while, I'll jump to a US server if I'm having a lag issue. But other than that, no. Enter third-person view. Spar, that's debatable. Most of my streams, most of my connections, and everything that I've run have all been on have all been on EU, and I can probably count less than a dozen in a month, 30Ks, out of all the hours that I put into the game. Let's lift up. You really went wonky on me on that one. was odd. Alright, let's get in here and see if we're going to have to lift off and reset this terminal or whatever we got to do to it. Because I'd pretty much be willing to bet this is one that most people have not been hitting up. Now, for speed's sake, I could always go into Area 18 and, you know, I could sell the commodities from these last two, from these last two caterpillars, which is not a problem. But I kind of want to keep them all consolidated. That way I'm only running to the trade terminals one time. Now, best advice I will give everyone right as 310 does drop and come into live, the PU servers, basically make sure that you are not carrying anything that is super expensive right off the bat. Again, that's when a lot of people are going to be logging in like crazy, and that will cause a lot of server instability because they're all going to want to check out a bunch of different ships. Alright, so back out again. Again, probably because I am the first person hitting up this location on the server today, we're going to have to go in and set this again. Which makes for a little bit of a boring little routine here, but until the new patch drops, this is what we're going to have to do. Let's fly through, or fly out of the Armistice Zone. Give ourselves a good, couple thousand meters. And then we will turn back around, go back in, and hopefully we've reset everything. And our third-person view. Well, that's kind of a weird angle to be at. Now let's see if our terminal reset. I know this portion of just... so this doesn't make trading look very glorious. Again, trading is like any other skill in the game. It's a little bit more of... it can be a little tedious at times. But by far, in my opinion, the best way to make large sums of money on a consistent basis. Follow some simple rules, make some good cash. Other things like, some of the double tap missions and combat missions and things like that, they're there and you can definitely make some good money on them. But you are subject to when they pop up in your feed. And if you run out of them, you just run out of them. Delivery missions. You can run delivery missions all day long and make really good funds, but again, it's nothing more than doing trading, but you're not putting any money up to do it. All you're going to waste is time if something goes wrong. Still no commodities. So again, we're going to have to fly back in and out. And I'm only going to do this up to a third time. If it doesn't work by then it's just, I'm going to let it be. What I might try is logging out in my ship if it doesn't work. And then we'll pop over to another server, log back in, and see if it works at that point. So we'll fly out one more time, come back in, see what we can do to bypass this not wanting to show me anything routine. Get out of this armistice zone fully. Spool quantum drive. We're getting a little bit more distance, so I'm gonna make sure that I can find it again pretty easily. Spool quantum drive. Our little beacon light should be good there. Enter third person view. Camera reset. I guess I need to fix that macro. I don't know why it gives me a really bad view angle on that one. I see the wind, so we're going to see how that plays out. Area 18, got a crime stat because some guard was walking in the corner of the landing pad and I squished him. Oh, now that is fantastic. That I love. I love that concept. If you now have to watch out for people when you're landing, oh, that's beautiful. I know that sounds like it's a bad thing, but I can totally get behind that one. Alright. Once more into the fray. And if this doesn't work, we'll log out and log into another server. We'll do a bed log and log into another server. Because at this point, I think I've had enough opportunity to sync to the location, reset the terminals, whole 9 yards. I'm going to come back in. We're going to talk to Bob. This time it's going to be a, how's it going? That's good, and goodbye, sir. Oh, don't be an ass. Now, terminal. Show me the goodies. I know you have them. There they are. Alright. So I can go ahead and get 500. Now I could fly in, I could fly out, I could do whatever I want to do, but I'm not too worried about it. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pick up astatine with the remaining balance. You know, I know it's not the biggest spread in the world, but it's definitely going to be able to make some good cash. Rather than sit here and have to reset over and over and over again. I'm okay with this. So we got one more caterpillar to fill. And that will be a very successful day in the verse. Now, I know it's not, you know, Anderson Brigand kind of day, but, you know, you and your brother, man, you and Xano, you guys are just machines when it comes to running over and over and over again. I love it when it does that look away routine. Alright, so we again, you can fly into Area 18 if you want to sell this stuff, right? And you're wanting to do this quick. Hangar 8, for whatever reason, is an option sometimes that you get signed to, and it will kill you every single time. So, it's one of the reasons why I'm not a huge fan of Area 18. Okay? I'll go ahead and just make this run back to Lorville in the interest of not necessarily time, but consolidated trade. So that all of my ships and all of my sales happen at one time. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Camera and random. Alright, so we got a couple of minutes. Guys, I'm just going to tell you, man. I'm seeing a lot of my, you know, my core gameplay buddies, you know, doing a lot of the chatting going on. And I see a lot of my bot communication telling everybody about the, you know, about the giveaways and stuff. But full disclosure here, guys, chat makes a stream. So feel free to talk, guys. Ask us anything, you know, find out. I don't care if, you know, you want to ask personal questions, ask personal questions. You want to, you know, get to know me as a streamer, ask me whatever you want to know. I mean, if it's something that I think is off limits, then I'll just tell you, hey, it's off limits, dude. But, you know, I enjoy talking with people. I enjoy interacting back and forth with everybody. was wondering what was going on there. Now it's finally showing me YouTube. I ended up having to kill my browser. So here's a quick question for everyone. I know we do have quite a few people watching, but here's a quick question for everyone. What's your favorite ship, and why? Destroyer. I am not a subscriber. Hold on one second. Stop all commands. You know, for those of you that may have not been here for a very long time, I unfortunately was one of the COVID-19 casualties in the workforce. So it wasn't prudent for me, after having lost my position, to pay for a monthly subscription fee. So that is why currently I am not a subscriber. Now, I will be once things kind of change back in the market again. All right. My opinion for best starting ship to trade with. What budget are you talking about, Deuces? Spool Quantum Drive. Launch Quantum Drive. Like I said, Deuces, what kind of budget are you talking about, real cash-wise? Now, Spud, I don't care if you want to pick something that's you know, my favorite fighter is this, my favorite trader is that, you know, kind of routine. Taking a Starfarer into Area 18. The Chonk is having troubles in atmosphere. Dude, that ship's always had troubles everywhere. Yeah, you know what? I don't look at it as a bad thing. Okay, I mean, again, I will come back and say that I was smart with my funds before, you know, COVID hit. So I'm not in a position where financially I'm hurting. So I just, again, being smart with your funds means any additional frivolous spending that you would naturally have go on, you cut out in an environment where you're not making anything. So, but as far as, you know, savings and other stuff like that, I was good to go. So I'm not stressing by any means over COVID-19 in regards to that. There are a lot of people that are in some really bad positions. But, you know, that said, you know, I'm one of those that I work because I love working. I just love to work. That's all it is. Let's see. Real cash, 50. But I'd prefer to work for it in-game. Titan is your favorite. It's Origins, so it's a win-win scenario. Okay. Yeah, so real budget, real cash, 50. You're really, if you're talking game packages, you're stuck with either an Aurora or you're stuck with a, Mustang. Neither of those are great choices to start off with. If I have to pick one, to be honest, just from a pure raw per scratch perspective, I would do the Aurora, because you can do box missions and some trading. Specifically better off with drug trading in that thing. However, if you're talking in-game and realistically, I'm going to back this statement up just a touch. Okay? You can start with either of those ships farm yourself up to about 30 or 40,000 in credits, and I would suggest the Aurora for that, and then rent yourself a Cuddy Black and start trading in the Cuddy Black. Okay? You will make some money doing that. It will be slow and steady, but it will happen. Request landing pad. 1. Let me get this ship on the ground, and I'm going to give you a little bit better of a rundown there. But personally, if I had to choose one ship to start off with, I'd spend the $65 and get the Avenger Titan. That's my own personal choice. Now, first upgrade to me, because you have a Freelancer, currently in-game you would have a Freelancer access. First upgrade to me would then be jumping into a Freelancer Max. Okay? If you are looking at trade, if you're looking at you want to deal with other aspects of the game, the absolute best ship to buy in-game currency to be able to farm and do anything else is going to be, in my opinion, the Prospector. Get a Prospector, spend 100,000 with the Helix 2 mining head on the thing, and you won't look back. You'll make a crap ton of money. You'll be able to, farm up your ships a lot quicker. In my opinion, mining early on has a stronger bell curve for making money and a more steady bell curve for making money. But trading, once you get to a good sized bankroll, becomes a lot more worth it. You're going to end up with a lot more money that way. So, Destroyer, that's kind of interesting. A lot of people that I talk to are kind of the other way around. It's not that they didn't like the Titan, but they liked the additional space and the additional functionality of the Cutlass. The one complaint that most people had is that its shields were, because it only has one shield generator, is not the best in the world. If used properly, you can get through and do your claim jumpers. You can always run box missions. It's pretty decent on fuel. So I'm kind of surprised that you went the other direction with that. Tell you what, once we get here and we get to the terminal, I'm going to do a time check and see how long the giveaway has left to see if we're going to run back down there and reconduct this trade again. So Caterpillar 4 is stored. Let's go ahead and retrieve you. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to tab. Let's see. I want to check our time frame. So I show 26 minutes before we have our drawing. And right now I am looking at 9 tickets. And there are 2 possible winners today. So still a pretty good chance, guys. You know what? I need to reset my chat there. There we go. Now I can get down here. Should be on pad 4 or 5. We're on 5. All right. If I didn't have the Lancer for free, I might have kept it. But it's slow compared to them. I can trade the Lancer right now. Okay. So right now, and I want you to understand something, with fixed weapons getting the buff that they're getting, there are some configurations and some setups that you can do against the Freelancer. Okay. okay, that make it a very, very viable combat ship. But you still maintain your 66 cargo space, which is phenomenal. Okay, I know the Freelancer isn't everybody's cup of tea. This is gonna suck trying to get this ship out of the hangar if it slides to the side. But it does do a really good all-around job. Don't ever sleep on a Freelancer, man. Those things can do everything you want it to do and then some. That's why I said if you're looking at it from a sheer raw quantity perspective, the next one up really is that Freelancer Max. But you have to make that choice. Is it better for you to go ahead and get a mining ship, or is it better for you to get the Freelancer Max? Or just hold off for an extra $2 million and pick yourself up a Caterpillar. That's not good. I just heard thunder in the background. We must have some storms getting ready to roll through the area here. Cutlass was slow compared to the Titan, and I have the Freelancer. Okay. Yep. Hold on. Got to catch the chat there because it just popped off a couple of my auto replies. So there's no reason I can think of for me to have kept the Cuddy. You know, I can't dispute your logic in that statement. If it works, if melting it works, then it works. I know that the Freelancer is not a permanent ship, though. So eventually, once they fix the recall issue on the ships, that Freelancer goes away. And I think that's where you're going to start seeing a lot more Cuddies coming back into the equation. You know, I don't think anybody realizes how much they're going to miss having that ship until that ship is gone. Let's see what side of planet we're coming out on. We're flying up that direction, so we will have to do some kind of micro jump here. Which is fine. Let's get ourselves a little bit of distance. Launch quantum drive. Okay, we'll try arc L3. Launch quantum drive. Get ourselves a little bit of distance there and jump right back out. Now we can set back down to our destination and hopefully be able to get there. There it is. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. When the Freelancer goes away, melt some stuff and get one of my own up to the max. So Destroyer, it's really a it's a scenario of the difference between the Max and the Freelancer. Obviously, your Freelancer, your standard package is going to fly significantly better. So if you're wanting to use it for all around, including combat, if you do a combat build and loadout on it, the regular Freelancer will be better in the long run. If you're just wanting a pure raw cargo hauler, yeah, obviously the Max, just because it doubles over the capacity. And it's a hell of a lot better than getting the, you know, at 2.2 million, something like that. It's a hell of a lot better than getting that than you know, spending $5 or whatnot on a Connie and having less cargo space. You know, that's just my opinion. Camera and random. So barring any terminal issues, we're going to get there. We're going to be able to load up just like we did last time with almost a full cat of Laranite and put the rest over in Astatine. Book back over here to Lorville, get on the ground, go sell everything, and right around that time frame, we should be hitting the giveaway. Let's see, you also picked up a C8X with extra credit you had. I have heard a lot of people saying that that C8X is a fantastic little ship. Now, quick as hell, enjoyable. Stop all commands. Alright, do you have any recommendation where you can mine best with the Prospector? I've heard some planets are better than others. It is supposed to be, alright, it is supposed to be random. Personally, my best luck has always come from Yila, okay? So out there in, you know, Crusader, my best bet has always come from Yila, and the best area that I usually operate in was Benson Mining Outpost. The mountain ridges and stuff that run throughout that area, I have had a really good luck with finding good level commodity items and high percentages. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Infinite Swag, welcome into the stream, buddy. Good luck on the tickets. We are less than 30 minutes out, and you know, right now I think we have maybe 11 or 12 individuals that are sitting in there. So there is a high probability between one of the two Freelancer Maxes that you'll have a good chance. So stick around with us here. Alright, so Profane. Cool, check this. Alright, Absolution and Condemnation Scatterguns, size 5 and 6. That sounds like brutality, if you can get close. Absolute brutality. Spool quantum drive. Uh, 056 is what we are looking for. That's 48. So that's got to be us right there. Launch quantum drive. So guys, this is when I'm playing solo, this is kind of exactly what I'm doing here. A lot of times it's just kicking back, chilling, finding alternate routes, things that I can do when other people are camping locations. This is a pretty chill day in the verse for me right now. I know it's a Friday, and I know I should be grinding like it's nobody's business, but this is a pretty chill day for me. Spool quantum drive. Landing gear down. Alright, so we are lined up. Let's try not to, because of the low gravity, try not to get too fast here. Spool quantum drive. And again, guys, so we probably have, in my opinion, maybe 1 week left of being able to exploit the fact that Laranite is available and it's flowing the way that it's flowing. Okay, the terminal's resetting the way that they're resetting. So after that week, or essentially after 310 drops in the persistent universe, then what's going to end up happening is you're going to see me transition right back to some of those trades that I've been practicing again, where it's the bread and butter kind of trades, things that just make you money. Spool quantum drive. Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell did we clip? That was crap. We were not that low. That is annoying as all get out. Spool quantum drive. Alright, spool quantum drive. Alright, so the question is, are they wiping anything with 310? Destroyer, they say that they reserve the right to wipe anything that they want at any point in time. However, I have heard it both ways. I think the confirmation that, or the most reliable source that I've got personally, has said that they're only going to wipe specific accounts that did certain exploits. But again, with any type of patching that goes on, I just count on them wiping. That way I'm not pissed off when it happens. Anderson, yes, this is some Walla. After being pad rammed over at Ariel, I went ahead and decided to let that guy go ahead and have that area. Let him just grief whoever he wants to grief, and I'll continue to get my Laranite and do my runs a little bit longer and run in and out of Walla. So, yeah, there were a couple of exploits that happened during 310. I'm sorry, 3.9. Okay? And those exploits included what we like to refer to here at the channel as the Golden Caterpillar. There was a point in time where in-game commodities were erroring and not loading on ships, and it was taking the money out of your account and then refunding the money to your account. But when you would get back to a trade terminal to sell, that ship had an infinite supply of whatever commodity you were running. Okay? So we like to refer to that as the Golden Caterpillar. It's the gift that just keeps on giving. So you could sell, 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 sell. It happened to me very early on. I reported the issue. I gave away all the funds that I had gotten from it and melted down that caterpillar. And, you know, we've just kind of made it into a long-standing joke that we'd love the Golden Caterpillar. The second one had to deal with, what was it? The mining ships. So Quantanium. It had to deal with the fact that you could sit there and, again, have infinite supply on Quantanium. So people were selling that stuff left and right and just making millions and millions and millions. That's why you'd see on some of these people, they'd give away not giveaway, but they're transferring off 50 to 300 million worth of credits. So there's a lot of accounts that they can track that did stuff like that they will probably be resetting. Your average player should not, from my resources, should not see a reset, but that is not a guarantee. So my personal plan to mitigate that is I went ahead and have bought ships. Okay. After today's giveaway, I'll be down around the 6 million mark. I'm going to keep and maintain a bankroll of 6 million because that's going to allow me to do massive trading. Okay? Other than that, all of my money is being invested into ships. Once 310 drops, if I don't get wiped, then I have extra ships for my fleet, and I have 6 million starting capital to be able to continue trading with. Okay? If 610 drops and they reset the ships, and I keep my money, then I have plenty of access to be able to continue trading because I have the money. If they reset everything, then I'm in no different boat than what I'm at if I just was holding on to the money and hadn't bought the ships in the first place. So that's kind of my strategy right now. And then obviously if they do a full wipe, because of my account ships, I'll have the Bandu Defender, I'll have a Caterpillar, and then I'll be able to probably maintain the Freelancer, obviously, and then kind of go from there and see what happens. Shouldn't be much of an issue for me to be able to get to doing most stuff. Spool quantum drive. Now I know a lot of people are not in that position where they will have a Caterpillar even if a wipe happens. Launch quantum drive. But you can use some basic trades and basic techniques and mining in order to be able to get yourself one with probably about 12 to 13 hours worth of farming, tops. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. Now, if you're in the right position to do so, you could do a combination of box missions, drug running, a couple of the double taps if you've got friends that are available. If you're willing to risk prison, obviously you can do the Price of Freedom mission, make some money there. Quickly get back into a couple of different trade routes that are very fast. They'll help you clear some commodity through, and won't run into too many problems. It'll just be a world of steady gains instead of a world of huge leaping gains. That's why I put that 10 to 12 hour mark on there, that if you're really focused on it and you want to dedicate the time to make that happen, you can make it happen where you can go from a starting account to an in-game purchase Caterpillar within that time frame. As a matter of fact, you know what? That sounds like it would be a fantastic challenge, actually. I think once 310 drops, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick a day where my wife is working, and I'm going to set up a 12-hour stream. And I'm going to do that to prove that it can be done, where I'm going to take one of the starter ships,
You know, even if it's at this point the freelancer that's available, right? I'm not going to go out and farm to be able to buy one and then, use that one to start off with. But I'll probably do something like that, where starting with a freelancer and basic cash, getting to a point where you have a caterpillar within 12 hours. Let me know what you guys think. Is that something that, obviously you're probably not going to watch a stream for 12 hours straight, but is that something that you guys would like to see as a potential challenge, a challenge stream? Now I would have said, like, farm up to a freelancer max, but I think that's too easy. And the real question will be, can we get on a server and do those trades and have 12 hours worth of stability? That's what we're talking 310 here. Spool quantum drive. Launch quantum drive. That's why I said, Anderson, it's going to be a challenge. It's not going to necessarily be a guaranteed. I want to see if it's even doable. Infinite. It can be purchased at Levski. Levski has the caterpillars. Well, again, Anderson, that might be the case, but we'll just have to do it right. That's going to be part of the challenge. Landing gear down. And Infinite, it's even though it's at Levski, it's going to be 4.68 million is what that's going to run you. So basically the challenge is to go from nothing to 4.68 million in 12 hours. Now, I will not limit myself. I will not limit myself to doing trading alone. I will be doing combat missions. I'll be doing box runs. I'll be doing trades, standard trades, as well as drug running. So I'll be grinding everything I possibly can, every way that I can, in order to be able to make it happen. Request landing pad. 1. And my UI just bugged out. I don't have a speed indicator. Let's do this all by feel. Why am I drifting? Come on. You can do it. Am I about to 30? Wow. Let's see what's going to happen here. I feel like I'm about to 30K out. Controls are getting really, really wonky right now. Yeah, I will, but not in the middle of the landing sequence. Especially not when when it feels like I'm almost decoupled at this point. There we go. Alright, Enrager. So, welcome to the stream. You're sneaking in last minute trying to get a ticket there, buddy. Good luck to you, though. Alright, raffle just ended. So, Enrager, like I said, you legitimately snuck in at the very last minute in order to be able to get a ticket. So, guys, let me step out of here. Let me go ahead and get to the terminals here, and I'm going to go ahead and start selecting our 2 winners for the day. Bear with me, guys, and I'll pull it up and we'll do it live on stream. So for whoever wins, obviously I'll be selecting 2 tickets, and you have to be here in order to be able to win. But whoever wins, what will happen is I will shoot you a message through Twitch and make sure that we get you coordinated. We'll then have you join Discord, and we'll coordinate with you to ensure that we get the funds transferred over to you. So I want to wish everybody the best of luck. We are here in Loreville proper, and it is time for our giveaway. Let's see now. Let me grab the screen and bring it on down. Alright, guys. So that everyone can see what's going on here and that we are completely on the up and up. Now let me go ahead and pull up my user list that is here in Twitch right now. Alright. The very first winner of the funds for Freelancer Max is Infinite Swag. Infinite Swag, you are our first winner for the day. I do still see you on, so congratulations. I will reach out to you here over on Twitch. Let me send you that whisper real quick. Let's see, Infinite Swag. I want to whisper you congrats. Alright, so you have a message that should be sitting there on Twitch from me right now. I'll use that to communicate with you and be able to get you squared away on getting that done, right? Alright, so that is winner number 1. Winner number 2. Again, good luck to everybody here that is in, and let's see who picks up the second Freelancer Max. Destroyer. Congratulations, Destroyer. You are the second winner on today's giveaway. So you as well will also get the funds for a Freelancer Max. Let me whisper you a congrats. Alright, so guys, the 2 of you that won the Freelancer Max, so Infinite Swag and Destroyer, I do want you guys to, on Twitch below, you'll see these different tabs and things that are sitting there. One of them is for our Discord. Please join the Discord. And again, I'm going to coordinate through with you on the Twitch Messenger. But join the Discord so that we can get you guys settled up. I have time all the way up until about 7 p.m. today, Central Standard Time, to be able to link up with you. So whatever works for you guys during that time frame, let me know through the Twitch messaging or through Discord messaging, and we will get you squared away. Okay? All right. So, again, got you guys done and taken care of with coordination there, at least for what is sitting on stream. Let me go ahead and bring back up my chat log there and cancel the notifications so people coming in here these last minutes don't try and jump in on a existing giveaway that does not exist at the moment because it's already done. All right. So now to wrap up the rest of the stream, guys, I do again appreciate everybody being here. I'm simply going to run over with my last few minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and sell these 4 Caterpillars worth of commodity. And that should take us through to conclusion. Again, also, guys, every Friday will be a giveaway. If 310 drops, and I will tell you this ahead of time, if 310 drops, and they do decide to do a full reset, then that week of the full reset, there may not be a giveaway that week. Okay? We do have to figure out what trades are working, what things are working, and the group has to be able to get some funds back up in order to be able to support the channel enough to be able to do the giveaways. If everything works out in our favor, then we will do a giveaway that day, but that will be a very last-minute decision. Okay. Let me see if I can grab you that link. Give me just a second. Discord. Alright, let's see. Infinite Swag and Destroyer. There you go. Both of you should have a link within the instant messenger there, so you should be able to use those links and go directly into a Discord and get linked up. Let me know if that works for you. Alright, so let's see what kind of money we made today. I'm assuming we're going to be right around the 1.3, 1.4 million. Just off of these guys. So that one's going to make 1.36. I'm sorry, that's going to make 336,000 in profit. Drop to the second one. So we are now at 672,000. And then these bad boys, let's see. So that one's not going to be a whole ton. It's going to be only be about 4 for the Asta team portion of it. But we're going to make quite a bit here, actually. So give me a second. Let's look at the total wallet when we're done. So yeah, just even giving up that 60 SCU, that really did just... that really cuts into your profit margins. So it looks, honestly, like we're only going to make somewhere in the neighborhood of around just shy or just over $1 million. There it is. So 12, almost 13, started the day at mid-11s. So, you know, not a bad day of trading, okay? Again, very calm, very collected, very simple, just running a few caterpillars back and forth. And, you know, again, while Air Knight's flowing, I'm just going to capitalize on it. But, guys, let's see. I see Destroyer, you got yours. That worked for you. Infinite Swag, can you confirm that that link worked for you as well? And again, I know Infinite Swag, you did respond here on the Twitch Messenger, which is good. You can always reach me here no matter what. Guys, I am now up against it, and it is time for me to go ahead and call it a day. Hope you guys enjoyed the fact that it was just kind of a very casual Friday. Didn't have any 30Ks that happened, actually, so that was a good thing. Just running some basic stuff back and forth, and we were able to give away a couple ships. So all in all, I call it a successful Friday. I hope you guys do too. And I will be updating my calendar to let you know what days that I'm going to be streaming on going forward. Again, you'll see it down below in one of the Twitch panels, and it'll be on a monthly basis. But as of next week, I am shifting my time, my start time back to 12 o'clock or noon Central Standard Time. So we will see you again, hopefully at that point. Congrats to all the winners, and you guys, I appreciate you for being here. Y'all have a good one.